I spent over $100 proving my fandom to my
And whose
favorite
fault
character
is
this
that?
week,
Whose
audience.
fucking fault is that you spent over $100 on variant covers? No one else's but your own. No one else's but your own. I don't care how
I have
dedicated you are.
I have to prove my fandom each and every week, which
Oh,
put my money
not
where my
all
mouth
of us is
is.
rich. Not all of us has enough
Yeah.
money to go to your comic shop every fucking week.
They needed a ruler, audience, for the amount of variants they had for that Deadpool and Batman crossover book, right? And I got to bring this up. By the way, guys, that is just that pile of variants they had. That's just for the Deadpool and Batman cover. Because remember, there's going to be another comic, but that's going to be Batman and Deadpool from DC. So they're going to have their own literal stack of variants. Oh
That's
That
not
shit makes
God!
their
me
fault that they're
sad
buying
too,
all of these.
because that shit legit makes me sad. Because I read that
Really?
book, and
Yeah,
while Deadpool and Batman was okay,
yeah.
uh, Jeff the Shark was good, and
Uh
there were two in there I just genuinely did not like, and I was like, I can't
huh.
believe the first couple of years you put Zeb Wells as the main writer.
Yeah, that was a hurdle for a lot of fans to cross over, but I guess they're
It
just
wasn't
banking
bad,
on the.
but
I guess I guess this is all the more reason why they put their two biggest money makers as the titles of the book. So um, damn, what was I about to say?
Spider Man's not here.
He's gonna be in the next in the DC and Marvel crossover, the one that's labeled Batman and Deadpool.
I don't know anything about that one.
That's the one where John Constantine and Doctor Strange are going to cross over. Also, Hulk and Harley Quinn. Yeah, this was part
No,
of
that's
the
that's the
deal.
one I'm not looking forward to. I understand.
I know, I know. This is a once in a. Oh, and also they decided to sweeten this comic's value by putting a first appearance too. So there's that. I swear, this better be like the number one selling book of the month, audience. Like goddamn. There should be no excuse, especially since apparently they didn't even release digital copies of it. So damn, you can
They
only
did. It just
read it.
took a while.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they just I guess
Yeah, it
first come
wasn't
first
out the
serve.
first day. Like if you wanted to read it immediately, you had to go buy it.
Yeah. So that's what ended up happening.
I'm just saying, audience, be grateful that I'm actually here tonight because
hmm
I'm on vacation right now.
Aw. Well, we all appreciate you for being here, Witch.
Well, I'm not gonna
So
be here for long, so
yep. Let's just talk while giving us enough time for our other co-star to get here.
Uh, you saw that
Uh,
Batman #1 sold over 500 million copies already.
I just saw like headline articles about that. I didn't really look into it. Like, wait, is that
Yeah,
a real
the new
thing?
Batman that they've been hyping up with the gray and blue, light blue, like symbol suit.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that one.
So you're telling me that's going to be the number one selling comic book of the month over the actual Marvel and DC crossover? Wow.
Oh, yeah, I just think this won't beat it by the end of the month, man.
Oh my god. Look at that, audience. Like Batman alone could outsell once in a what quarter century sort of crossover event. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't get it, man.
Um it's at moments like this I wish my friend from my comic book store, he used to work there, right? But then he moved on to something else. He was a big Batman collector, this and that. I would have really liked to have gotten his views on all this, So yeah. Audience, he was such a big Batman fan that on his birthday, Batman proposed to Catwoman. Like, damn, damn. How's that for a present for you, audience? Your favorite characters go and find happiness, only to get
He
crushed.
literally did it. They broke up.
I know. I
And
know.
that's his birthday
I just,
curse that day. He should feel bad.
oh man, I don't want to poop on anybody's birthday, man. DC did that to him. Oh, funny enough, like when it came to Captain America, right? I remember one issue of Captain America came out on my birthday, and Cap actually got laid, audience. Yeah,
he's not a
yeah.
virgin. That's sad.
No, I'm saying he
He's
got
never
laid by
been a
Jim.
virgin.
Yep. He's had romantic love interests in World War II with Peggy Carter.
Allegedly.
No, it's canon in comics. At the time, she was part of French.
Allegedly.
By the time, she was part of French resistance. Damn, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so Captain America got laid, and by laid I mean Shannon was just coming out of the shower while Steve was literally lying on bed from the night they just had. Like, damn.
I just remember they had him say some bullshit and it pissed me off.
I forgot
It
what
was like
was it.
something like very cringy. He said, "Well, his reaction to sharing sex was something very cringy." I don't remember, but he sat up on the bed. He said something, and I was like, "Nah, not that record saying something like that."
Oh man, the wonders amazing sex could do to you, audience. I mean, just ask Craven, right? Remember, remember when he was hooked up with the Red Goblin? Oh, sorry, the Goblin Queen. I forgot her name.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah. So remember, he had a
Better than a
life
red
changing.
goblin. That's Norman.
Yep. I mean, he had a life changing experience when he cuddled with that goblin. So, yep. Okay. Since Jake's not here, you guys just want to get started. Hopefully, you'll get here by then. Okay, so, all right. Welcome, Comic Fanatic Live, the news and reviews of the week, audience. You're here, me, Cryptid Seeker 415. Okay, I proved my loyalty to my favorite hero with my wallet, audience. Y'all should too. So
I'm poor.
Still,
Marvel should have did bet. Ace Comics Bricky Wall. Marvel could have did better, bro. Like the best writer they put in this book was Chip Darcy. And he had like the second shortest story.
wow. I have to look back into
It was a
that.
good cap story. To be fair, it was just about like hope and stuff.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
But it was like this could have like really a book between these two over the whole course of their life could have been its own crossover selling book, bro.
Yeah, it definitely could. But we'll get more into that when we talk about it tomorrow. So, yeah.
Anyways, I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronounced they, he, and I married two of my good friends yesterday. So everyone say congrats.
Wait. When you say you married them, that implies you're the guy
I
reading
was
the
the
vows.
officiant.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I officiated my friend's wedding. They asked me, and I did it.
Nice. For that, you should get the biggest slice of cake when it happens, which hope
Oh,
they did.
I had tacos.
In fact, you should take all the cake.
We had
Whoever's left over comes home.
we had cupcakes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And well, together, audience, we are the Fanatics, here to bring you the news
Without a
reviews
leg and an arm.
and on our Monday nights, we talk about the news. And I understand we have something called socials, which I'll leave to our witch. So.
Yeah, let me not look at the print that my friend has on their wall of Dio Brando. Real quick. Long story. I'm not gonna get into it. I don't want to get this video flagged, but more than it probably would. But first of all, you can subscribe to us because I fucking said so. Yeah. You can also find us on Twitter at Comic Fanatic 69 because why not? You can also find me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U because why not? You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram at Witch of Jotunheim with 2 underscores in between. You can also find me on Tumblr and Blue Sky at North Star Aria. You can find me on Red Note / Xiaohongshu Shu at Witch of Jotun whenever I remember to post on there. You can also support me financially on my Ko-Fi at Witch of Jotunheim. And if you want to commission me, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, but mostly Instagram. Austin's probably just chilling. Cryptid's chilling as well with $100 less in his wallet. And Jake's not here for some reason.
And there you go, audience. Well, I guess with that, we should probably get started now, shouldn't we? Right? So, all right. Let's start off with the first topic of the week, audience. Which do the honors.
Oh my god, the Dragon King teaser. I don't like the beard. I'm sorry.
Dude, I could definitely tell that the animators are going to cut that beard off given the reaction that's causing. Nobody seems to be liking. Well, it's not the beard that I have a problem with. It's the mustache.
I feel
Like
like
if
it's just like the model specifically. I think if I saw it in in art, I think I would be a little bit more forgiving.
Gotcha. Which is strange because I know they had like concept arts of like like 6 different designs of each character, and I guess they just chose this. I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to make Callum look older. Because I think at this point he's like what 25, I believe. I forgot. Like there was, I know,
Um,
I
I'll
know.
Google that
Mhm,
information so that we can
yeah,
actually prove our point.
gotcha. Like they're somewhere in the mid to early 20s audience. I
Well,
mean,
can
they
I
recently.
actually look it up first before we can confirm or deny if they actually have
So,
ages? Oh my god, they
so,
updated the wiki page.
ooh, okay, okay. So check that out.
So he was 14 in season 1 through 3,
Okay.
15 in the Dear Callum short, season 4 through 17. Uh, season 4 through 7, he was 17, 18 in
Okay.
Nova, and then 25 in Arc 3. Whatever the fuck.
Okay. I
Oh,
think that
motherfucker.
that's this. That's this.
Yes.
On
Which I
these
don't know
lists.
how we got here, but okay. And he already has a kid.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you saw where they last left off, I mean, those two, yeah, they were in their honeymoon
Yeah,
phase. They were
and they
basically lovey-dovey.
updated his wiki page to add this kid.
Aw. Sari, damn, what was her name?
Soraya.
Something. Soraya, that's what it was. It was named after the grandmother. So yeah, that was nice and sweet. But again, I do believe they're definitely gonna make a joke about that by like Callum shaving off his mustache. If you could get rid of that, I think the beard could work.
Okay.
I mean that.
I was curious
Let the man
because
age, bro. People grow beards and mustaches as they get older.
I know, but it's like
Sometimes
he's
they don't
23. I
match.
don't know if he should
Yeah.
fuck it. Anyways, I forgot. But this child has pale skin, turquoise eyes, rounded ears, white hair, and tiny horns with 5 fingers.
Yep.
I don't remember. I didn't remember if this child had 4 or 5 fingers, but good to know.
Now five
Why you
five
say that like it's
fingers
supposed to be
and
some
five
weird
toes.
monster thing?
Because the elves have 4 fingers in this universe.
Creepy
Yep.
shit.
They went over this in the last season, audience, when one of the elves was asking Callum, "What are your babies gonna look like if you and Rayla have a baby?" And Callum was saying, "Oh, I don't know. I mean, I would think if we have 10 different babies, they will come out 10 different ways.
Shoot.
We've
Okay,
never
so
seen."
this baby's
They
it
should
was
have gave
named
Avery
after
Lamb a
Callum's
different
mom.
number of fingers.
So
There you
this child was named after Callum's mom, Soraya.
go. Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could definitely tell they wanted to put the baby in to win over the audience for more support. Because
Mhm.
keep this in mind, now that we're like 7 years into the future, like all the characters that you could quote unquote say are cute or adorable, yeah, they're now old. I mean, you look at Ezrin, like from when he was a child, but then you look at what his design's gonna look in here now, like he looks like a badass. You know, even
Mhm.
Zim, we saw him as a baby dragon, and now he's a full, well, not fully grown dragon, but he's the size of a house, basically.
Yeah.
Which I'm curious how Dante they got the voice actor for Zuko to voice Zim for the like last 5 minutes of Dragon Prince, right, audience?
Yeah, he's coming
Yeah.
back. I saw him at the con at San Diego Comic Con at the panel that I was at.
Yep.
I got to go to the panel.
Gotcha. I mean, it's great that they brought him back, but I just don't know how the voice is going to feel coming out of Zim long term. Because I felt the same way when I watched Legend of Korra, right? It was great that they brought him back to voice Iroh, General Iroh, Zuko's son, I believe. It was great, but the voice just kind of felt like it didn't match the character. Did you get that sense, Witch?
Yeah, a little bit, but
Well, when
Yeah.
you already know
I
them
don't.
for like a character, it's hard to. So that's why I don't like anyone playing like the same a similar character in their family. I don't think it really works. 'Cause all it does remind you of the character they were.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, Austin. Like, the character Iroh himself, like, he looks like an older guy, but like, the voice actor for Zuko,
Yeah,
wait, what's his name again?
he looks a
What's his
lot
name?
older than a
Go.
16-year-old Zuko. Like it's weird that they made him sound
Yeah,
the same.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to point out. So, but I guess in their defense, Zim in this situation, he's still a young dragon, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah, so they just need to add a little bit more cuteness into this world, audience. And yeah, I mean, how can you say no to those little eyes? You know, those 4 fingers and two
No,
horns.
the baby
You know,
has 5 fingers and 5 toes
sorry.
on
Oh yeah, sorry.
and foot.
Five, yeah, 5 fingers,
I
five
was
toes.
expecting that the child would have like not like super long point, not like super pointed ears, but like
Mhm.
like a little bit pointed, you know.
It'll
But that's what
grow.
they
You
do
know.
with half elves in D&D.
Yeah, I mean, you go. I mean, it's probably something that she'll get over time. You know, like
Probably.
That'd
again,
be
this
weird
is
though.
I mean, again, this is like the first time in this world that an elf and a human had a child together. You know, because there was like serious tension between races here, audience, for the longest time. And
Yeah.
I can't wait for her to eventually ask her parents, "Yeah, how did you two meet?" And then Rayla has to bring up, well, you see,
Oh
daughter,
yeah.
I
I'm
tried to murder your dad, like straight
not
murder. It was crazy.
not just murder your dad, but also murder his whole family. So yeah, yeah, audience.
That's how
But oh,
American Japanese families were after World War II.
there
I
you
give
go.
you,
You
oh
know.
yeah. So after the bombs dropped, like damn, that's when we
Oh, they
started.
someone posted the whole panel on YouTube. I'm watching that later.
There you go. You know.
The panel you were
Oh,
at,
Yeah, someone recorded it.
oh, cool.
which you were
So
there.
I know, but someone recorded it.
Gotcha.
I just
Oh,
want to see how like shaky my voice was when I asked that question.
gotcha. I gotta look that up when I get a chance. Oh, but there's also one other thing I want to bring up too, right? So from where the last season went off, like you know, it established that Erebos, you know, a Star Touch elf can never die. You can only just blow up his, you can only just destroy his body, but they'll come back in like 7 years. So I find it funny that Erebos literally gave the exact timing of when he's coming back, which is 7 years and 19 days.
I
And
mean,
guess when
it
this,
works. I mean, that
and
would help
guess what?
a lot plan.
Yeah, and guess when this baby was born?
7 years later.
7 years, 19 days later. They literally state that in the teaser. Like, dang it! You you two couldn't have waited like a week or a week later or something. This baby has the same birth date as basically the Mephisto of elves. You know, like,
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah, if he
damn.
said he's gonna come back and you have a baby that day, he's in your fucking baby. I just want you to know that. That's the most obvious thing.
You could have had
Oh,
this child like a year prior.
You
yeah.
can have sex 10 minutes later, so you just come out tomorrow.
Exactly, exactly. You know that's gonna have to be brought up at some point in this series. That was not a coincidence, audience. So we'll see what happens. Man, which I also saw some of the designs of Soren, and dude, I gotta say, Soren,
Send me
dude,
those.
he looks like a
I haven't
playboy.
seen them.
I gotta say, if you look at Soren's long hair, like, dang, that guy looks like a model at that point.
Can
Which,
you
like, damn.
can you send me that when after this?
Yeah, when I get the chance. So, but again, that's just one of the many concept arts they have. So we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, great first teaser. Go support the Kickstarter on this, audience. Right now, I know they passed their goals of like making a graphic novel, so we will get that.
At
And
least
in
we're
terms
getting
of
a graphic novel.
Yep. In terms of the season, like you know, hopefully they'll keep getting more support so they can greenlight another season. I mean, it's just one of those occasions where, like, I know me and Witch, we had big criticisms about the last season because it did not feel like a finale at all, you know? But they just rolled the dice, audience. Like, I guess they just figured, like, I think the fan base here is strong enough to
I
warrant,
mean,
like, a new
it
season.
lasted this long, so
Yep. I mean, remember,
And
we had, like,
outlive Voltron. Congratulations.
and remember, like, there was, like, a 4 year gap in between seasons 3 and 4, I believe. Like,
yeah,
damn. So.
they had to
And that's
work.
because of COVID.
They had to work on the
Nah,
next thing, the next.
nah, it was something. It was something else. I forgot what it was, Austin, but it was a few years before they decided to go forward with the next season. So yeah. Funny enough, the pandemic is when I actually finally got a chance to watch the whole series. You know, so that was cool.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
started watching it when it first came out because I'm a baller like that.
Weirdo.
Good
Hey,
for
I
you.
was on my Voltron high, okay? Voltron had just ended at the time.
I'm just now curious how Claudia's going to look here, audience. I'm like, oh,
That's her Monster High character. She shouldn't be here at all.
Austin, like, dude, it's amazing you see the before and after picture of Claudia, right? When you see her in the beginning, she's like that sweet cheerleader type that all guys will crush over. But then when you see her in the finale of last season, oh geez, her hair's cut off, her hair's mostly white. She lost a leg. She's looking more demon-like. I'm like, good lord, woman.
Worse than her father.
I know, like, damn. Damn. You were at one point the love interest of Callum. Like I had that, but wow. Wow. Yeah, so let's just hope for the best. Like everybody has a fun resolution by the end, audience. So yeah. Yeah. You have any final thoughts on this witch before we move on?
No. But I do
Okay.
plan on watching this video of the panel that someone posted so I could just see
Perfect.
myself and my shaky ass voice ask my question.
Perfect. Oh, here's a question for you, Witch, because I know, like, in the Kickstarter, right? If you donate, like, I think it was 25,000 or something like that, man, they will actually get you to voice an extra on the show.
Oh hell no! I'm good. I'm good.
What would? Oh man, if you got a chance to be an extra, what would you want your extra to be?
I would probably ask for an extra that was like similar to my Sona because you've seen a picture of what my Sona looks like.
Yeah.
That would be cool if I can voice like myself.
Ooh, you use design. Oh wow, that would.
I can
Cool.
design my character. I can design my character. I don't know what kind of character my Sona would be in the Dragon Prince universe. Probably definitely an elf, but I don't know if it would be like a star elf or a moon elf, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you could draw yourself as one of the best buddies to Terry, So there you go. For me, I'd probably have my cameo character be like a gardener who's going into the Silver Grove, like just wanting to learn a little bit more about moonberries, Hey, well, it's gonna be a little bit back and forth. You teach me about moonberries, Shadow Elf.
Oh my god, I just found
Moon
myself.
Shadow Elves, and I'll teach you about canning fruit. So there you go.
I just found myself in that video. Oh my god, cringe.
Oh, nice.
Cringe.
But gotcha. Well, back in my day, which we had something called Googling ourselves. Well,
I do Google myself sometimes.
Gotcha. But anyway, all right. I guess with that, we should probably move on. So, this is another witch pick audience.
Hi guys. I've known about this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got the announcement as of last week that Briar is coming back for its third and final arc.
Wow. How do you feel about this? Which
How do you think I fucking feel? I've known about this ship for months.
Oh.
Since July.
Since
Saturday of San Diego Comic-Con. And I didn't.
Well, how do you feel? Because it's ending.
I'm sad that it's ending, but I'm glad that we're finally getting the resolution for it.
Mm-hmm.
See, we didn't know how you were feeling.
I'm happy though. I'm happy we're finally getting it back. I get to make another Roop cosplay. Hell fucking yeah. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, so basically this is just the final arc. So Briar and gang are going to find Grendrid and hopefully defeat her and everything like that. Briar and Spider are dating now, so that's cool. Roop is gonna be extra emo in this, so that's gonna be lovely. But yeah, it starts the last arc starts publishing in December 3rd is when it starts. So celebrate my brother's birthday? No. Celebrating Briar? Yes. Because I have stories. Like I said, I've known about this July.
So what can we expect from this finale, Witch?
Gay people, emo people, magic, evil fairy lady with the titties out.
Plot-wise, though. Plot-wise.
That. What do you think? I was telling you just that.
Okay. No, sounds cool. Hey, artwork looks nice. A lot of these characters look like they're ready for battle, and see where it
Yeah, it's
goes.
the same team as the second arc. So Chris Cantwell is still writing it, and then Alex Lins is still drawing it.
As long as he's
Gotcha.
staying on your stuff and not my stuff, I don't have a problem with this guy.
Same here. So yeah.
And funny enough, both of the people who worked on this book worked on a Namor book at one
Mhm.
point in their careers.
And both of them ruined the history of me and Crypto's favorite characters. So
Yep. So.
Suck, I guess.
hmm yeah. Glad you're enjoying this. At least like he's doing justice to a franchise you really like, Witch.
I mean,
So
he
hopefully
created
he'll
the
stick the
damn
landing there.
franchise. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Yep. So hopefully he'll stick the landing. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm
All
probably
right.
gonna love it anyways because it's Briar and I love it.
there you go. So, all right then. You have any final thoughts on this before we move on?
No, but I will see you guys next week because I won't be
Mhm.
here tomorrow because I'll be on my way home from my trip
Okay.
in Wisconsin.
Yep. Well,
I'm so
let's all
stressed out.
wish the best of luck on that.
Wish me luck on my 3 plane rides. Wish me luck in the Denver airport.
Ooh, definitely. So, all right, Witch. Thanks for stopping by. See you later, man.
Bye. I'll tell Jake to get his ass in here.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right then. I guess with that we should move on, Austin. Man, I wasn't expecting it to be just us two today. Yeah.
apparently, so Tom Holland failed a stunt and cracked. I would say cracked his head open, but he got a concussion and stuff. But apparently, he's already okay, and they're going to start back filming in a few days.
Okay, well, just give him some time for something like that. Like, God damn it! Like the one thing Marvel movies don't need is any more hiccups like this. I mean, I'm wishing all the best of health for Tom Holland. But yeah.
Yeah, it was weird to see all the people that was happy. It was like you realize like this won't change anything.
Why were people happy about this?
But people don't
What?
like Tom Holland.
What? Well, I didn't know about that.
You know,
What was
people
that
didn't like
about?
Tom Holland. He's been complaining about Tom Holland Spider-Man for years.
Oh, well, I didn't think the hate was like
No,
a
people
build-up.
always no the Spider-Man thing is damn near a cult. Where it was like, oh well, he can't be better than my Spider-Man. Fuck your guy. Like it's stupid.
Like the way I see it between all the actors
People
who played
legit hate him
Spider-Man.
because of the Iron Man stuff. Like he
Yeah.
chose to be Iron Man's like study.
This is why you need this, Tom Holland to get a chance to move on his own legs, away from that stuff, audience. And this is what Marvel's doing with him. But in terms of like comparing him to the other Spider-Man, like this is the way I look at it, right? Tobey Maguire played a better Peter Parker than he did Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield played a better Spider-Man than he did Peter Parker.
I
Tom
disagree.
Holland. Oh, really? Okay. It's gonna be one of those nights, eh? Okay.
No. So Andrew Garfield does a good Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but he has my two worst Spider-Man scenes of all time.
Okay.
It's a scene where he bullying the first. You remember when he on his full rage, he's mad and he's looking for
Yeah,
his uncle's killer, and he
I
decided to just
remember
like
that.
laughingly bully this random dude. Oh, it's
Yeah,
not him.
that was a good scene for a wrong timing, audience.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I was like, this is you're just like rage filled mad, going hardcore on all these other people, but this guy, you're pantsing him.
Mhm.
Come on, I feel a little not all the other shit. I was like, there's a different villain this year, but not the guy who killed Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
And then
Definitely.
the other scene was the Rhino scene at the beginning of the next film.
Oh, I just thought that was Spider-Man being Spider-Man. That scene. Really.
No. Him talking is fine. He was hanging on the car, letting Rhino run in the cars, flip, and damn near kill people casually, like for a long time.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Over so long, and like no. So well, Kurt, I just need you to rewatch that scene because he gets on the car. He's listening and casually talking to Rhino as they cut the Rhino running into other cars, fucking up people. And then they go back to that scene like 3 more times throughout their chase because Spider-Man just won't stop talking the jokes to stop him. And then we get to see him trying to get the uranium or whatever the fuck out the back of the car.
Yeah. Man,
I guess these two Spider-Man scenes are bad, but he's a good Spider-Man. I
You see, I would think like a scene like that would be okay if it was in comics, but I guess what you mean, like if you put it in live action, it does not look right.
When you stretch that 1-page thing into a 5-minute scene, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, so I'll give you that. But no, with Tom Holland, I just felt like he was the more evenly balanced, really, So,
Like the only thing I wish they did more with Tom, knowing how they did the third film, was I wish I may have a little bit more stuff besides like the romance with Happy.
Yeah.
I probably would have took that out and made it more her and him focused on that part of the story. Knowing they didn't know she was going to die next film at first, but
the Aunt May thing, that person I can understand why people are iffy about, because like that was such a different take on Aunt May that we've seen in the past. Like everybody wanted.
I didn't hate her.
Yeah, everybody wanted to hook up with her. Everybody wanted to hook up with her.
No, I didn't mind me because Ultimate Aunt May was already young and seen as attractive as well. She didn't go on dates like that.
Dude, so it didn't bother. Dude, even the people at that what restaurant was that? Was that a Thailand restaurant?
In Homecoming.
Yeah, in Homecoming. Yeah, they were eating at a Asian restaurant, and then the waiter decides to give her a free sticky rice pudding on the house. I'm like, God damn, come on, Jeez, people shouldn't really be having the hots for Aunt May. It's just a weird circumstance to be in. But
I know. That's my problem, because people say that, but Aunt May in the comics has had more partners than most people.
People around her age.
Aunt May looks old to us, but it's not like she has a bad time pulling men.
People around her age, all right, like that age.
Does she pull Doc Ock? Doc Ock's not around her age.
He's on the older side, all right. He could pass for maybe 50, So
no, that's why I let it slide. If you're going to say Aunt May here was like 40 something, then she should be pulling like the 30 and 50-year-old men.
Yeah. But
it didn't bother me much as most people, but I can see why it did, because she has those moments where she's his aunt, but she doesn't get like the big moments, like say like Toby's aunt had. Her biggest moment probably like right in the movie where she died, so you didn't really get the impact of her over his full life because of it.
Yeah, man. I just realized that the original actress for Aunt May, she's now 98 right now. Man, she's still around. I'm like, damn. What do you think, Austin? What do you think are the likelihoods of seeing her have one last go as Aunt May?
Probably never gonna happen, unless Secret Wars we cut to like full on Toby's New York for a while. I doubt we're gonna see her.
Yeah, she could probably go for it. I mean, from what I heard, she was very vocal about doing all her own stunts in Spider-Man 2. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, she ain't doing it now. You probably not
yeah. But yeah. As far as Tom Holland goes, like, it's one of those tricky circumstances where you gotta remember, like, there's a lot of moving blocks going on with like the movies going on right now, like scheduling wise with every other actor, and things changing on the dime. So yeah, to have like an incident like this, even if it's for like a few days to a week, very unfortunate. But hey, glad to hear Tom Holland is at least.
I think the benefit for this is that they started filming so early.
Yeah.
So they like they won't push back the schedule release or anything, unless it's like a really bad injury. But if he started back in a few days, it should be fine on that front at least.
Yeah.
But Tom will probably stop doing his own stuff for a while.
Oh, definitely, man. That's true. But hey, that's one of the benefits also being a character that's fully covered audience at the end of the day. Hey, rely on your stunt double.
I really hope they tell us what stud it was.
Ooh, we'll see.
I'm not talking about now, but when the movie comes out, I do want to know which one it was.
Yeah, we'll see. Or worst comes to worst, they might end up taking that scene out. I mean, you remember what happened in that incident with Deadpool 2? that one stunt coordinator. That
Yeah, but
one
that was
stunt
because that guy
coordinator.
lost an arm or something, wasn't it?
No, well, no. I mean, that was supposed to be a bike chase scene with Domino, but after the incident happened in Deadpool 2, they completely took that scene out. Like, damn, you know.
I don't think
So,
they won't take it out because they can still do a stunt double and just get it done. Compared
yeah.
to that was the stunt double got hurt in that one,
Oh,
so
dang.
they would have to fully replace that guy to do that
Oh,
scene
dang.
again.
Oh, dang. Two, 1 go, man. Wow.
But
Yeah.
like I
We'll
said,
see.
we gotta hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
True.
do think it's weird that people still complain about Tom Holland Spider-Man being different when like the whole point of No Way Home was that all three of them different.
Yeah. True.
Like I can
Yeah.
get you not liking him. That's fine. You know, I'm not gonna fault you
I
for
don't.
not
I.
liking his progression. But if the
I.
whole point was that Marvel tells you we're gonna do a Spider-Man that's different than regular Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
you're making it blatant that he's not like regular Spider-Man, I'm like, don't
Yeah.
watch it. He told you that. That was the point.
Yeah, I still remember the biggest thing that was supposed to differentiate Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man was that his 3 movies were supposed to still take place in high school, which wasn't
Yeah,
something we saw in like the other films. Because remember, with Toby, he
yeah.
basically
He immediately went to
graduated
college.
exactly, and
Well,
Andrew
both of them did.
Garfield. Well, I mean, Andrew Garfield, like he already graduated in literally the beginning of Amazing Spider-Man 2. So,
Yeah.
and Tom Holland, like he finished high school literally at the end of his trilogy. So, yeah,
Yeah. The whole point of his was fully showing Spider Boy growing into a Spider Man. But
yep.
people were so focused on the fact that he was Spider Boy they didn't care.
He was Iron Boy. So, yeah. Well, we won't have that criticism going on for any more after this. So,
You shouldn't have
yeah.
it after the fucking third film, but y'all still say it.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, it's all hope for the best for Tom.
That was my favorite part of the third film. They're like people like all his villains are related to Spider Man. I mean the Iron Man. So they gave you
Yeah.
5 villains not related to Iron Man at all, and people still saying it. They're like, "What are you talking about?"
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Mark my words, audience. We're gonna get Joe Fixit in the in this Spider-Man film. I'm putting my money down on that one. So
I hope so, but I don't trust Marvel to do it real well anymore. It's clear that they don't. Whatever limitations they got on Hulk, even if it's something we don't know, they I don't think they're able to adapt these characters correctly, man.
we'll see. I mean, they did good for Red Hulk for the short time he was there. So
Yeah,
hey,
they
have
even gave
hope.
him the firepower, even though they didn't focus on it.
Yep, that's true. But all right then. Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts on this before we move on, Austin?
No.
Gotcha. All right then. I guess with that, we should probably move on, audience. So, all right, I got this one. First promotional art of Avengers Doomsday. Uh, okay, so what we know is like the Fantastic Four, they're getting jackets at least, audience.
It's literally just reading to like
No, Johnny has a
like
jacket.
no. I'm saying so. It's just those 3, and not even Ben. Ben just have the same outfit on.
Yeah.
I wish it would just read because I get giving him the white jacket to break up the blue because people were complaining about him not having the collar. But if you want to give all of them jackets, you might well give the thing one.
Yeah, true. Well, hey, we're all waiting for Thing to be shirtless at the end of the day, so hopefully it's
I'm not, bro. I don't want to see these rocks nipples.
Oh, come on. Look at that big strong abs, man. Those rock hard abs, literally. So
I'm more concerned about the fact that Thor's back to being short hair in the black outfit.
if I have one caveat to say about that is that hopefully this is just a sign of him going more darker and serious, audience, because yeah,
we know he is because Chris Hemsworth was pissed off about the comedy stuff, even though he started that. But I think it's weird to just immediately put him back in the Infinity War outfit.
Yeah,
Unless
we'll see
this is supposed to be Infinity War Thor, like legitimately.
I kind of heard rumors out there saying that he was going to be wearing the unworthy Thor costume. I'm like,
I heard people say that, but this right here is just Infinity War Thor. He had the black vest thing
well,
with the short hair.
well, to be fair, that was really peak Thor at that point. You know, like Thor has never reached that level of audience reaction when it came to like Infinity War. You know, like
I thought
damn,
I
I
see
have
the point of doing unworthy Thor when that should have really been him when he was fat Thor. To be honest.
yeah, true.
So that's like, oh, after he be, been a hero, saved the universe with damn love of all fucking things, and he has a
Mhm.
whole daughter named Love. This is when the hammer like fuck this guy. Like I don't buy that.
Oh, dude, we really should have had that be the status quo change for Thor,
Yeah.
man.
It
Like in
should have
the
been Thor in game where he was unworthy, and then that scene where he goes back in time and gets the hammer would have been more impactful. And they just him being fat and think he's unworthy. If he was actually unworthy, it would miss something.
mm-hmm. It would have been something, yeah.
Uh,
Okay,
we
I'm
got the
also
X
looking.
Men outfits though.
Oh yeah. I want to start off with Gambit first, actually, because I forgot to
I
add
did
this
not
as
see
a
him.
top. He's
Oh, I
let's
see, I
see,
see, I see
below
him.
Charles Xavier. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I forgot to add this as a topic to one of our previous nights, but Tatum did come out and say he is going to tone down on the accent.
I
Going
was
forward.
happy and
Hmm.
sad because I found out. Not people don't know Cajun people like that, but apparently
Yeah,
the accent was really good for Cajun people.
yeah. Cajun
But
people
I did
vouch.
tone it down because people could not understand what the fuck he was saying. Like legitimately.
Well, I mean that's natural if you want to go authentically thick Cajun,
No,
because like
no,
a lot of
no. I'm
them
saying,
would.
no. It's authentic for the accent, but it's not
Yeah.
authentic for Gambit. Like you never see anyone struggle to understand Gambit in the comics. So I do
Gotcha,
think you
gotcha.
toned down a little bit, but not too much. I still wanted like make, I think it could work as long as you don't have people like Deadpool poking fun at him talking like that. But that was the thing. Once you watch Deadpool 2 for the second time, you can understand what he's saying. He's not speaking like Mexican, like I almost say Mexican. Damn. He's not speaking like Spanish or something. but,
Oh,
but you can fully understand what he's saying once you
yeah.
realize he's like speaking like that.
Kuyazwa, like something like that. I can't
Yeah, so
attempt to pull on that.
it's a hard accent, but you can understand what he's saying. So as
Yeah.
long as people aren't poking fun at speak like that, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, it also had to do with like the lines he was given to that added to
Yeah.
the humor of it. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I shot out my daddy's dick ready or something like
Yeah.
that.
Like yeah, once you
So,
focus, once you realize how he's talking, I think it's fine. I don't want to
Gotcha.
tone it down too much.
Gotcha. But like this is also a sign. Like yeah, this is going to be the gamut we're going to have going forward, audience.
That's my concern though.
Ooh, really? Okay.
If it's the same Gambit, does that mean the X-Men universe died and he came back?
This is kind of something I'm
Or
thinking of. Look, this is something I'm thinking about because, like, I remember when we saw Gambit in Deadpool 3, right? He didn't know where he came from. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if,
yeah,
like, he got his mind wiped
that's what I
from
was
the universe
thinking.
he was coming.
That's what I'm thinking. He was supposed to have his like. Well, we know he was supposed to have an old movie, but I do like to think he went on an adventure by himself,
Yeah.
or he was stealing something. Just sent him to the void.
I mean, he had to have gone. He had to have had adventures prior to Deadpool 3 because, like, when you think about our audience, okay, if you were born in, I forgot the name of that place, the
The void.
Dark World, the Void, right? If you're born in the Void, how did you get a Cajun accent? Like,
Yeah, who raised him with a Cajun accent, bro?
yeah, that was. I would like to think they'll at some point touch on that where he actually came from, So hopefully,
Yeah,
Um.
so we get Cyclops' actual outfit for the first time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, audience, that we were actually supposed to get Cyclops in Deadpool 3, who was actually going to be wearing his iconic suit, the blue and yellow one, but they cut him out because I guess they just wanted to save him for an actual serious movie. So there you go, we're going to get Cyclops here.
To be fair,
Uh,
yeah, Cyclops already like the whole X-Men show movie was sitting on him. So I don't think his first appearance
uh,
back to be Deadpool.
yeah, I think part of the reason his portrayal didn't work out so good is because I remember the actor who played Cyclops was commenting that it is very hard to play Cyclops when you can't see their eyes.
I disagree. I hate
You
when people
can't see
say
the
that.
reaction. Really?
You have the full rest of your face to emote.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair,
there's not been one point where I looked at someone's eyes other than when they're crying, and I was like,
well,
like this makes the face. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, to be honest, like this is one of the reasons why in a lot of superhero films, the superheroes tend to have to get their masks taken out so you can see the emotions behind them. Or
Yeah, but that's because most superheroes are wearing full masks.
Yeah. Well,
he had shades on. You tell me Blade couldn't emote in 3 films because he had shades on?
Oh, well, Blade is like a serious straight edge sort of guy.
That's who Cyclops is supposed to be.
Well, I mean, Cyclops had like a lot of emotional, heartbreaking scenes in X-Men.
He does, but it's like if I can see that's why you sell it with the rest of your face. If you're making a sad face, I don't need you to see your eyes to know that you're sad.
Okay.
My problem with his portrayal in X-Men, it wasn't that he could portray that he was unhappy or sad. It was that they were actively cucking him without giving him a way to hit back. Every time he had a scene with Jean Grey, Jean Grey would get like 9 scenes with Wolverine. So it's like, seeing him. So having one scene of moving him being like, "Stay away from my girl, Logan," that didn't do anything because Logan didn't just stay away, and they didn't let him fight Logan about it.
Man, Austin, it's funny you should bring that up because even when we saw X-Men Apocalypse, right? Throughout that whole movie, having to establish Jean and Cyclops as a couple, as being interested in one another. The second Jean saw Logan, it was all over for Cyclops. Damn.
That movie made it worse because then that's the actual child.
I know. Yeah, you can't really get a win for Cyclops in the movies, apparently, audience.
So yeah, it's like for Cyclops emoting, literally just the bottom of his face, or like if he cries, you'll see a tear and stuff. Like it's not going to stop him that much compared to like a full mask thing. I don't think that should be. I don't think that's the reason people didn't like Cyclops. Yeah. It was just he was treated like shit. And then in the third film, he should have been the most important. They killed him off in 5 minutes.
I think that was the actor who just wanted to get out at that point. Yeah. So
I'm about to say, the worst part is if he lives, they're still going to do the ending Wolverine, so it wouldn't even matter.
Oh wow! Well, you can only look up from here at this point of Cyclops, audience. So
the biggest suit changes I noticed that people did not bring up a lot. At least I saw online. You have Mystique here. You have Franklin here. You have Nightcrawler here, and you can see Beast and someone else above Beast who has jackets on. I don't know who the red one is.
I think that's Shang-Chi, the one that's
next. No, Shang-Chi is next to Namor.
Wait, where's Namor?
You see where Shuri is? Under Shuri is Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay, that's Shang-Chi. So who's the person?
So the person in the red jacket has to be X-Men.
It has to be Magneto.
Most likely it's old Magneto,
yeah, because it is confirmed Ian McKellen's back as Magneto. So, yeah. For Mystique's design, look, probably 10 or 15 years ago, audience, I'm pretty sure they would have wanted to give her iconic look, the white suit and that stuff. But going forward, with these actors having aged up a bit, I can already imagine that they can only talk the actress into coming back just to wear the suit and only work on her hands and face for the makeup, So
well, to be fair, even if they did the iconic suit, they still only had to do her arms and legs.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, didn't this lady say they were doing CGI?
A combination of that. I mean, special effects really went up a notch since the early 2000s.
It can't be that hard anymore, especially she's not going to be a focus character.
Yeah, I mean, I recall when Tom Holland was talking about his experience with the actor who plays Dr. Octopus. He said part of the fun of filming scenes with him is having that actor try to understand all the modern day special effects now in the green screen, because back in his day, the tentacles were all puppets, So they ain't using puppets no more. So yeah,
that would have to be a lot of weight in that man's back, bro.
I keep saying this about Doctor Octopus. Like, don't underestimate the dude's fat physique, man. Like, from an electrician standpoint, audience, right? Each one of those tentacles has to weigh like 100 pounds each. Like, I forgot what material they're made of, but those things, in order to be as durable and as active as they are and flexible, that has to be carrying a couple ton. So
I don't like
yeah.
to use Nightcrawler's creepy ass smile for this.
It's gonna be better when we actually see the first screenshot.
It reminds me when they did that shit in Dark Phoenix. Remember when we started creepily smiling and murdering people randomly?
Oh yeah, that was real creature-esque. I'm just more focused on his hair, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to get his grandma cut.
Yeah, well, to be fair, a lot of them are older at this point, so.
Bro, I don't know. You style your hair a little bit better than literally grandma. It's literally black and gray. This man's old as hell.
Yeah, so is the actor, man. So
who is under Namor, or if that is Namor, who's next to Gambit? That isn't Nightcrawler.
I thought that was M'Baku for a sec.
I thought it was too, but it doesn't actually look like when more I zoom in.
Yeah,
it might be. He looks like the same black shade of black as Shuri. Well, his outfit's not something M'Baku usually wears, so it looked like he's wearing gold.
Different costume.
It looked like he got Namor under him like a full jacket and a scarf. Like where's Namor going?
Yep. We'll see what happens. Who's the guy beneath him that's by Loki and in between Mystique and Loki?
That's Namor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I'm not used to seeing him in a blue suit.
It's Namor in clothes, so I guess he's. I don't know how that's working.
Gotcha. Now, here's a question: Who's the person beneath Sentry? Is that supposed to be Franklin?
That's Franklin, yeah.
It looks like a girl from this distance.
Well, it's the same shitty haircut he had at the end of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, dude. Like from this distance, it looks like he's wearing a dress. Like,
they put him in a onesie, bro. They got a romper on.
Okay. All right. Well, at least we see that. All right. Let's see. Design wise, Joaquin. No one cares. I mean,
it's the same regular suit. They should have changed it.
Yeah, I mean,
they're telling me this is Sam and Joaquin after we making the Avengers, and they're still wearing the same suits they were last time.
Yeah. I mean, well, audience, Joaquin is his stance in is pretty much just an extra, really. So don't expect much scenes with him. Let's see. Yeah, everybody else.
It's weird how they section these people off. I don't understand. So obviously Doom, Reed are apparently the main two focus of this film.
Yeah.
They got Bucky in it, but under Reed you have the full Fantastic Four. They're like, that's his squad. But under Doom, you have Thor. No, it has nothing to do with him. And then you have Bucky, Shuri, Shang-Chi, and Loki. But Bucky's there because Yelena's there. But under her, where you have Red Guard, let's section this team off.
Yeah, you have the Thunderbolts all scattered right now, So yeah, that is kind of weird.
Is that supposed to be Ava above Joaquin?
That's supposed to be Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can tell just by the haircuts. Man,
I thought based on the haircut, I thought it was Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm looking at the roster in this picture, right? Damn, these just feel like backup Avengers, to be honest, man. Like somebody from a roster you get from West Coast, not actual main Avengers. Do you get that sense?
No.
Oh, really? Oh.
No, you have literally, unless you're talking about the Thunderbolts, but that's literally the joke where they are the B Avengers.
Okay, yeah.
Now you have Sam, who I think you will agree is a mainline Avenger at this point.
Yeah.
You want to be like Shuri and them, sure, but they're not here representing the Avengers, at least in my opinion.
Okay, gotcha.
When it comes to actual Avengers, all we got is Thor, Sam, Ant-Man, and Ant-Man, I guess Joaquin. No. It's kind of a B team. I'll give you that. But everyone else is kind of representing their own country and stuff. So I can't I don't know.
I guess aside from like
That's what happened
Thor
when the main Avengers, all major Avengers story have 3 people in it, and 2 of them are dead.
Yeah. Look, I would say like if the best example of what I'm trying to say is like if you were to take Thor and Captain America out of this picture, audience, and you would randomly pick anybody else in this to form an Avengers team, they kind of would still feel like a B-list Avengers team. That's just what I'm feeling from this.
I don't think that's fair. Like that, every Avengers team has 3 people, and 2 of them are dead. So like any team without them is going to feel like a B Avengers team.
Yeah, that's true. But then I
Every
also have
major line Avengers team have a Cap, has Thor, and has Iron Man.
Yep.
So 2 of them are gone. Well, one of them replaced, one's dead, and Thor is checked out basically. So whatever team you form around, we're not going to be good. Like the closest I think you could have did was do Luke Cage in the New Avengers type thing.
Yeah.
But even then, like the New Avengers, the Thunderbolts, all this stuff, those are the B Avengers. That was the point of the thing.
Right. Then
they're not like the Justice League where like everyone here is like major A-list heroes who can sell their own books and stuff.
That's true. And I also have to remember, like, there's bound to be a few surprises here. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, don't forget they said leading the Avengers in it, so it's like, what the fuck?
See how that goes.
I like that he put on the jacket because the jacket has the A on the
back. That's true. U.S. agent looking good. I hope he gets a new shield. God dang it! Like, I just want that to make sense.
I want to throw it one time, bro. I don't still throw the taco one time. I just want to hit somebody with it one time, bro. That's all I have. Let me hit somebody with it who does and who actually does damage to her.
I rewatched Thunderbolts recently, audience, and it still has me scratching my head why you kept that shield, dude.
Well, as he said, he was trying to wait for a century to unbend it. But
yeah, but you're telling me you're going into battle on missions with that shield, that bent up one, like, dude, you have the resources of a government at this point.
Yeah.
The only thing you could justify to me in why he's keeping that shield is if you tell me that's adamantium.
Nah, but we can do that line. Yeah.
That's going to be a blow to adamantium in the MCU because you're already telling me right off the bat we already saw all the scars and scratches and bullet holes that the shield already had, and its big debut was already getting bent by a century. Yeah, it's not going to look good.
To be fair, that's better than how adamantium been treating the comics the last 10 years. that motherfucker Wolverine couldn't cut vibranium engraved teeth, bro.
Wow.
It was not even a lot of vibranium, just a little bit. He couldn't break that with vibranium claws. I mean, adamantium claws.
I forgot, audience. Some people made grills out of that vibranium. Like,
yeah, people got grills. Some people just engrave it into their body now, and now they're like a mortal Wolverine. Just can't. This is stupid.
Aren't there some? Yeah. Shouldn't Marvel be reminding audiences that putting metal in your body could sometimes be a toxic hazard?
Unless you're Wakanda 100 years in the future technology and make it immune. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
I hate they really just hurt Wakanda into Superman, bro. The idea of Superman is just Wakanda at this point. You need something done about Wakanda, they'll just figure it out. It don't matter what it is. You need a feed. Oh, you tell me he has 4 angry Hulks fighting him? But guess what? My radio can now teleport him for no reason. There you go.
Gotcha. But yeah. I mean, I think we pretty much talked about everybody that's in this picture. So,
yeah.
Any final thoughts on this before we move on, man?
I hope this movie is okay. I don't need to be the best film. Well, it's better than Age of Ultron. I think I'll be okay. Yeah. Well, because I think regardless,
I'm pretty sure
make money. Well, if this movie's not.
I don't know.
If this movie works in Age of Ultron, I think MCU's done overall. Like some projects who had their own fan base will do well, but people aren't going to be like get up and be like, yeah, Avengers anymore. They're just going to be done.
No, the only thing you will have to do at that point, like, okay, if this film doesn't do that good, in that case, in the next one, you got to bring back Chris Evans and all the other A-list Avengers from the past at that point. So,
People just gonna hate that too.
Yeah, it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Oh, now you're saying now the people we invested all these lives, like the time, man, you're just bringing them back, no consequence. It's just dumb. Like
I would hate to be the guy that Disney comes up to that's telling you, okay, we need you to fix the Avengers, like, because you're gonna have to ask yourself, where do I start? Where do I start?
This moment, like at the end of this this part, we have to reboot. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they said they're gonna be doing. It's gonna be
because the whole problem with this universe from the jump was that because they didn't have all their heroes, it had a bad foundation.
Yep. And the characters that they tried building up, like, not all of them are going to come back. They're only going to take the ones that work.
They chose like the worst people. You have access to like major line Avengers or stuff you just didn't decide to do, or you stuck on TV. Like, there's no reason. As much as I liked Ironheart the show, there was no reason Ironheart should have been made. Like as Iron Man's successor.
This is something like I saw one person bring up when they were talking about this sort of topic. Like, Marvel, you had like about 70 years worth of stories and characters to bring up.
They told people you had less than 5 years worth of stuff.
Yeah, you chose specifically.
You can read all Ironheart's comics in less than 2 days.
Yeah, you specifically chose one of the most divisive eras of Marvel to put in the movies.
Yeah, it's weird that they jump straight to all different. Like, it's insane.
Yeah. So,
like, as much I like Kamala Khan at the time, like, there was this character who Captain Marvel people don't like. Let's do her successor. Like, what's wrong with you?
I know, man. Well,
you want to do Kang? Let's just not do the Iron Lad setup we already had set up with Harley Quinn.
But we did like Kate Bishop, so we're definitely going to see them try doing something with her going forward.
I don't think they're going to do Young Avengers. It's just going to be like post reset. There's already going to be formed.
There you go. That's basically the way to go at this point. We ain't getting She-Hulk. Yeah. We ain't getting She-Hulk back, audience. That's 3 strikes and you're out with the actress. So throw that whole mentality out of the way. So
that Gia, all the scroll shits are gonna be gone because they fucked up that whole storyline. Like,
oh my god, that's something to laugh
bad for the scrolls, and then immediately did Secret Invasion, the dumbest shit of all time.
Oh my god, I still look at that scene with Gaia going up against a Super Skrull. That's an unintentionally funny fight, man. Like, there's one 5-foot actress going up against basically a Goliath of a Skrull. Like, damn.
Yeah, but she was Super Skrull too, so it didn't really matter her height.
It's just visual wise, is what I'm trying to say.
My problem with it was that they gave them like 24 powers, but none of that shit mattered because all they did was say, Captain Marvel's power the strongest. So when I said Captain Marvel was going to win.
Yep. And you know what the other outrage to that would have been, right? Because if they had just gone and say she had Captain Marvel's powers and then she defeated Super Skrull, then the narrative would be... Yep, then the narrative would be that, so the MCU is telling us that Captain Marvel could literally beat all the Avengers combined?
That's basically what they did. She was literally losing, and then she used Captain Marvel's powers, and she overpowered him and killed him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's funny we bring up Captain Marvel. She ain't coming back in the foreseeable future, so, yeah, there's also that.
I feel bad for Captain Marvel, too. Because Captain Marvel wasn't the best liked character, but her story is not bad. Like, if you watch Earth's Mightiest Heroes, like, setting up Captain Marvel should have been, like, light work. But they fucked over everything when they tried to do the girl boss. Instead of starting with Miss Marvel.
Again, is what I said before. You have, with Captain Marvel, you have, 50 years of storylines to draw from, but yet you decided to pick the one divisive
You told the worst version post the worst storyline we had with her.
Exactly. And they were proud of that, too. I mean, they went as far as to bring in the writer as a cameo in Captain Marvel, so I'm like, damn. Really, you had that much promise in that run of Captain Marvel. Wow, wow. It's weird.
It's just crazy how well that movie fucked over all the space stuff. It fucked up
Yeah,
the scrolls. It fucked up the whole Creed situation.
it
It
fucked.
fucked up the
It
Supreme
tainted.
Intelligence. It
It
fucked up
tainted.
Marvel stuff that we couldn't even do. Did like the stuff related to him that's important to the future.
It tainted the Avengers buildup and all that stuff, man. Like I still
Yeah,
never forgave that movie for calling her Carol the Avenger Danvers. Yeah,
yeah, that shit was dumb. It doesn't make sense. Who the fuck she's avenging?
yeah. You could have gone Warbird. That's a
Yeah,
cool
that
ass
was
name,
literally what
isn't
it
it?
was. You gonna get the other one Photon, but this one is
Yeah.
Avenger, the Avenger who didn't avenge anybody. She just fly the plane.
I know.
It was different, like Maria died or something. She avenged her, and that's where it came from. But that's not what happened. It was just a random nickname she had.
Well, we ain't seeing her. I mean, it's better to just toss her aside than try to waste any more money or screen time with her. So,
I am
yeah.
surprised there's no Nick Fury. I know people don't want to see Nick Fury, to be fair, but like just like with Endgame and Infinity War, like these are the ones where Nick Fury should be there.
To be fair, Austin,
I know
we
he's
might.
retired, quote unquote, but
Well,
come on, bro.
Austin, to be fair, we might see the OG back at some point because there had
I
to
don't
be
buy it, bro.
because there had to been a reason why they decided to pull the original Nick Fury out of Deadpool 3 at the last minute, man. Like, it's probably
I
the same.
disagree, bro.
It's
I'm
probably
telling you, I doubt they did it because they want to use OG Nick Fury. Because all they're gonna get is random ass racist comment stuff.
Oh, you whitewashed Nick Fury! How dare you
Yeah.
read the comics? Damn it!
Like all that's gonna do is start a controversy they don't want.
Nah. Warf it. Bring back the originals, damn it. I want my Nick Fury to be badass, audience. That's what I want, alright? So
Yeah, if people don't know Nick Fury Jr., who is the black son of Nick Fury in the 616, who is based on the movie Nick Fury, who is based on Ultimate Nick Fury, such as.
Dude, I remember like having this conversation with the new guy that's in my comic book shop, right? Man, when I had to explain to him the situation about, Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson's version of Nick Fury being the son of the white Nick Fury, he's like looking at me saying, there's no way you could tell me that Samuel Jackson had Caucasian father, really,
Yeah,
Did
and
he?
he also Ramsey also lost the same eye. Like, why?
Yeah. It's weird, but
It's also bad in the sense of like Nick Fury losing his eye and keeping it gone makes sense from where Nick Fury comes from. Nick Fury Jr. lives in like the most technological age of all time. And he has no reason to have an iPad.
at this point, no, he doesn't even wear it most of the time. Well, at this point, he doesn't deserve it. But anyway, I think we spent a lot of time on this, man. We still got a couple other topics to go
I
over.
can't see the topics. I have no idea. I'm just talking.
Okay. Yeah, I'll mention them. So, all right then, audience. I guess with that, we should probably move on. So, all right, here we are talking about Peacemaker season 2, episode 5. Now, here's a question for y'all, audience: is a world without peace a world worth living in?
Yes.
Wow.
But a world without Peacemaker? Probably not.
Well, that's
Think
what
about
happens.
this. If the world only has peace, there is no Peacemaker. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's true. He lost the purpose at that point. You don't need to make any peace if it's already there. So, but anyway, this episode, like, okay, Hardcore gets a deal with Argus and Rick Flag Senior. Like, hey, if you help us bring in Peacemaker, we'll get you your job back in the government, because remember she got blacklisted by Amanda Waller, right? So she helps them, but she's really just trying to help Peacemaker escape. She makes the capture scene look good. She just didn't want him to die. He does get apprehended by Rick Flag, and yeah, he gets Peacemaker gets brought into Argus, and you can only imagine that it goes the way you think it goes. Audience, like Rick Flag tells everybody, yeah, just leave the room. I want to stay here with Peacemaker for a bit. I mean, hey, audience, what would you do if you have like the man who killed your son locked up in the room with you? You know, that's essentially what happened. So Rick Flag just beats the living shit out of Peacemaker. Man, there's just like one solid knee strike he gives to John Cena. I'm like, damn, that's busting some teeth right there, man. But yeah. So he has his way with him. Eventually, Peacemaker gets out, and yeah, he kind of realizes, man, my life is pretty shitty here. Nobody really needs me. If anything, I'm a detriment to everybody who's close to me now at this point. So he decides he's going to go live in that alternate universe, the one where he's well respected as a hero. He's hooked up with hardcore and all this and that. And yeah, that's really how the episode ends. But like, his team with hardcore out of the bio and that stuff, they all decide they are going to go rescue Peacemaker. They all want to bring him back home for whatever reason, So, yeah. Oh, we also did get that story between Eagle Lee and that Eagle Hunter guy. Oh my god. I hate it when hold on a sec. Oh, BRB. Okay. So we get that plot between Eagle Lee and Michael Rooker's character, and I hated the fact that you established that he is an expert eagle hunter, right? He's taken nobody's better at hunting down eagles than him, only for him to die in this episode. Like, wow, that was a real letdown. It reminds me of that awful Hellboy movie where he had this whole cult of giant hunters who have been hunting down giants for centuries, but then 5 minutes in, the whole group gets slaughtered by giants. Like, wow, you guys suck. You guys only have one job to do, and this is what happens. But yeah, in terms of Eagle Lee and Michael Rooker's character, it's pretty much established that Eagle Lee, yeah, there's some outerworldly power going on with Eagle Lee, so he's not just a regular eagle. We kind of need to see an origin story of that at some point. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's really the bare bone basics of what happened in this week's episode of Peacemaker. Audience, it was okay. So, oh, Austin, you're back.
That's crazy.
What?
I've been listening. Just I'm helping my grandmother do stuff at the same time.
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah.
This episode's kind of crazy though, from what I don't hear.
It was apparently like the final 3 episodes. They're really going to have some pretty juicy content going forward in the DC universe.
I already know the game that spoiled the hell out of me.
Oh, damn. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it.
It's okay for a time being. All right. I guess with that, we probably should move on. So we're done the media news, audience. We're now going on to the comic news, and we're starting off with new X-Men comics announced. It's really just 2 comics, really, audience. This is going to be after that, that Age of Apocalypse sequel story that they're coming up with. There's going to be a status quo ship with some of the X-Men titles. You have the mainline X-Men who's having... okay, this is going to be called The Shadows of Tomorrow. And let's see. Each comic has its own slogan, right? For the Uncanny X-Men, the slogan is, not every mutant is family. Wow, so you're telling me not every mutant's going to be invited to the mutant cookout. I think that's progressive.
I'm glad they're finally I'm glad they're finally realizing maybe these mass murderers have bad intentions for us.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't act like the random mutant around the corner is family, even though I never knew who that person was. Never talked to them. Never had panel time with them. So yeah, glad X-Men are being progressive in that sense. Let's see. The other one is Wolverine, and his slogan is "Old friends become new enemies."
Isn't that the only thing Wolverine does? I feel like that's all he does.
Yeah, yeah. You would think at some point every person Logan considered family, he had to fight at some point,
Yeah, he had
So
either killed everybody he ever liked, or they had killed him at this point.
yeah, so not much different there. So probably Sabretooth's coming back. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen 616 Sabretooth do anything. So
He been doing stuff in Wolverine's book, to be fair.
Okay. There's
Yeah.
that. All right.
But remember, this event makes Laura Kenny Sabretooth, so maybe it's something like with that.
Wow. So Laura Kenny's gonna be the gender bent Sabretooth? I thought we already had a gender bent
No.
Sabretooth.
She became Sabretooth in the Age of Apocalypse story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was about to say I do recall seeing like a cover of X-23 in her Wolverine outfit fighting off against a female Sabretooth. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
then we got rid of her, right?
In whatever this sequel's called, for some reason she takes up the Sabretooth name. And I'm like,
Wow.
and that's why people are mad. It's like, why'd you take up the name of a rapist?
God damn. We'll see what happens.
The guy who tortures your father to such a degree, there should be like nothing in the world that you take his name.
Yeah, you're not. Laura isn't that young to be entering her rebellious phase, after all. So she ain't that
The only
young.
person I can see becoming Sabretooth be like Wild Child. Maybe I can tell he looks like Sabretooth.
Yeah, that's true. I know which will have some comments about that. Definitely.
Yeah, I would. No one would want him to, but at least he looks like Sabretooth. It'll be like, oh yeah.
That's true. Okay, but now these are the two new books we're getting from this lineup. Cyclops is getting a book, or at least a number one, and the tagline for him is "Follow the leader." Okay. We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see what happens.
they're making him the leader again. They're not just going to glaze Storm one more time, and act like she's the greatest leader of all time, despite
Wow.
most of the books where she leads in the bad.
Yeah, to be fair, Austin, like in the latest issue of Avengers, right, when the Avengers had to go do their whole thing with Kang and that stuff, they literally brought in the X-Men to kind of oversee the Avengers level threats for a time being, and they had Cyclops as a leader there. So, damn.
No. I understood that. It's just anytime Wolverine is every time Cyclops and Storm on the same team in like the last 10 years,
Yeah.
they always have him like suck up to her as a leader.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, this is the guy who's supposed to be the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be like it's Captain, like, remember that bullshit when they made that list? They said Captain Marvel was a better leader than Steve Rogers. Imagine saying that, and then the next week, they just every time they meet each other, he's like, "Yeah, you're the greatest captain of all time." That's how it felt.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, hopefully this will rectify that status for Cyclops, because we all use some more Cyclops justice.
To be fair, the Cyclops-led X-Men book has been good because the person they're fighting, the human he's fighting right now, works for the government, but he's not like a human who just hates mutants. He just doesn't like the X-Men specifically.
Okay.
And so,
I think that's
on mutants and Cyclops having to combat that but he can't make the guy be racist. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Nah, I kind of like that little sass quote shift. Like he just wants to go out and say, "Look, I do not hate you for your community or your race. I hate you as individuals on this team." Like, okay, that's progress. Okay, and the more I'm looking at the more I'm hearing about this, the more I'm seeing, yay, the X-Men are, doing some growing up here, between not having a mutant barbecue, So yeah.
I kept hearing people not enjoying the rise from the ashes, or whatever the fuck this era was called, other than Cyclops. And remember, this is the one where they introduced like 10 new mutants for the other books.
Yeah.
So like
to be fair, I think you have like two different generations of X-Men fans at this point. You have the people who love the Krakoa era and the people who didn't love the Krakoa era.
No. But that's what I was getting into, because I read some of the new X-Men, I believe it was called. Whoever one with the new African, I'm not singled out, but one of the scenes with the new people, and I had they were being so soft, and they were crying about like the babyest shit of all time, and I was like, if it was X-Men Academy, these kids would be dead.
Oh damn!
So like I don't think people remember, but X-Men being as dramatic as it was the point. So watching people get it's like there's a difference between being dramatic and what this is.
Yeah.
Overreacting to smaller issues, because some people do that, and not the same as the X-Men being dramatic storytelling they usually tell.
Yeah.
So I was like, if these kids went through anything X-Men Academy went through, these kids will probably off themselves based on what I just read. They could not handle that stuff that Hellion and Surge and all them went through.
Yeah, it's almost like starting to say, yeah, you think you had it bad, my generation had it worse, or something like that. The old
it's one of those moments where it's like, you've been a mutant for this long. You're not like a kid. You're not like these kids. People are 13.
Yeah,
that means you went through some of the worst parts of these eras.
And
at least you lived through it. Like the Marvel Universe went through so many crazy events that it's weird to see people still be like this. Is what I'm like. Y'all had the King in Black like 2 days ago. At some point, y'all gotta suck it up, bro. It's all I'm saying.
Aren't vampires supposed to be taking the place of mutant hatred at this point? Or we're just forgetting?
Like, at some point, these characters should have sucked it up, or at least to some degree. They get crazy. Like this universe is insane. I can't imagine these people living in this universe for how they act.
Yeah. Speaking of sucking things up, let's move on to the last book of this lineup. Deadpool, and his tagline is "For someone else to laugh at." Oh wait, sorry. Find someone else to laugh at.
Oh, so we're getting more Deadpool again?
Yeah, probably, man. I think this is going because I don't know what Deadpool's future is after the Deadpool and Wolverine book that's going on right now. Audience,
I think something's gonna happen to Ellie. I think Deadpool had to really go out, do his job full on.
Oh. Yes. And what better way to have the status quo be okay, Deadpool realizes, okay, maybe putting my daughter into the family business isn't the best idea. Maybe I should put her in school first, get an education, get some good tutoring from people like Rogue, this and that, and being a hero. Yeah. Ellie, you're enrolled in the X-Men Academy in the Xavier.
Does she count as a mutant?
Yeah, she's a mutant. Ellie is a mutant.
No. I know in the future she's confirmed a mutant. But
right now,
in the current book, said she had the X gene.
Yeah, she has the X gene.
That's lame, bro. They should have made her just a mutate, just natural. It'd be like a Spider-Man. It can't be called a mutant, even though he's
Remember, we had that one free comic book day a few years ago where it implied the Uncanny Avengers book that they were bringing back. It was going to involve Ellie because you had Sentinels coming up in front of her house to take her. Yeah. Yeah, her status is a mutant, so I could just imagine that this would kind of be the status. If you're telling me Deadpool's next ongoing adventure is going to be in an X-Men related book, that's naturally the place you will go to. Bring Ellie on an X-Men team.
I wish they could do Deadpool's and Wolverines then, because they keep doing this thing where artists keep drawing her as a full-grown woman for some reason.
Yeah,
I wish they paired her a bit more with Honey Badger than X-23.
That would be a better fit because
they're closer in speech, and with Ellie, I won't say Ellie is more serious, but
she's on and off again. Once, I
think her and the way she is would do better with how unserious Honey Badger is than with X-23 of all people. Well, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're just throwing out pitches, audience. It's going to be up to the writers/contractors to be making this make sense, So Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I mean, I'm definitely picking up the Deadpool book, so yeah. But that's really it for the X-Men lineup. You have any thoughts, Austin? This before we move on, Austin?
I'll probably check out the Cyclops book, but I'm not a fan. Like, I wasn't a fan of this event. I didn't love Age of Apocalypse was cool, and they brought it back 19 times. And then the sequel where another mutant ruins the world, but they're going to act like they're big problem as humans once again. Like I said, if the X-Men held their own people accountable, I think it would have been fine.
Yeah.
They don't. Like, there's like Magneto in jail if he tries to destroy the world. They're going to let him go. And it was the same in these cases. Sometimes they, a lot of times they let their own people go. If the X-Men had their own like jail for like that they made, I think it'll be more acceptable to do.
Oh, that would be something. It's funny you should bring that up, Austin, because like there's a conversation going on with Xavier in the book we're going to be talking about tomorrow that I really liked him bringing up about Magneto. But yeah, we'll talk about that issue tomorrow, audience. Stick with us, So, all right. I guess with that, we should probably move on. We only have 2 topics left. So, let's move on. All right. I got this one. Okay. Signs point to Scarlet Witch being the next Sorceress Supreme. Okay. The way this is coming about, audience, is because, like, okay, we know there's going to be a competition for Sorceress Supreme, right? After the events of One World Under Doom. We saw this cover with all these people, these potential candidates, but
half of them non-magical at all.
Yeah, exactly. But when you take a look at the creative team behind this is actually the exact same creative team who's been doing the Scarlet Witch books for the past 2 years now. So, I mean, come on, at that point, it's obvious that Wanda's going to be the next one.
Also, even the wording here, they're gonna like bring bring magic to the like new heights, or leaving it ruin. That can only be the person here with the unique magic.
Mm-hmm.
Magic, a storm doesn't have magic. Not even, like magic doesn't have unique magic.
I just feel like those whole positions just to give Steve Orlando more chances to write Wanda at this point. Man, dude, like I know his books weren't selling that good, but man, he's dedicated. All I think
are good. He's not the most popular character.
Exactly. Like, dude, like Wanda just isn't gonna break bank, So
that's why I think they're trying to do this. I think they think elevating her towards the ring would like elevate her status, but the problem is people just want Stephen Strange, who they just showed up like 4 times in 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, rarely does this does upgrading the status of a character by giving them a godlike power really doesn't work. I mean, remember what happened with Echo with the Phoenix? Did that really sway anybody to like, oh my god, I really need to read more of Echo now that she's a Phoenix? But no, I mean, it just felt random.
Here is like Wanda being the Sorceress Supreme could be interesting. I just don't think it could sell a book like that long term.
Yeah,
role magic that defies literally what magic means and how it acts. So her having to keep the balance when her own power is unbalanced is kind of interesting compared to most people.
Yeah,
like I just think that Storm or Gambit, bro.
And I agree with your earlier pitch before Austin. It should have been Valeria, really.
Well, I have a Sorcerer Supreme who does not believe in magic, would just be funny as hell. Father just proved that magic is science that they don't understand. Like, that's insane.
Nah, you'll just have her fall in the footsteps of her dad. You'll just have her fall in the footsteps of her dad, who made science into magic. So.
My people don't. If you weren't here, my biggest reason for the pitch was giving her magic, but also letting her separate herself from Doom full on.
Yep.
And there's no undoing what Doom just did. If you're reading the book, so Blair is still sucking up to this god uncle dude. Like it's he murdered he murdered Reed Richards. It's full on flat issue.
Yeah.
And it was after he's been cheating and killing the Fantastic Four or being the Fantastic Four over and over again for like time travel bullshit.
Yep. And this is on top of like the revelation that Doctor Doom pretty much crippled his an entire country's worth of people too. You know, so you could tell like there are gonna be some long term after effects of all those citizens between their lives being shortened to like bodily changes in their bodies now. Damn. So
well, yeah. Being after this, it's not going to be the Amish land we usually know. I'm sure that.
Yep. I want to see that one person who's out there like saying, I want to move to Latveria. Yeah, it's a great place, great healthcare, this and that. Yeah, I'm sure Dr. Doom definitely wants to make sure his citizens are nice and healthy when he sucks them out of their power, out of their energy and life force. So
I really don't think anyone here would sell a book long term being Sorceress Supreme.
Yeah.
But my second pick would have been Nico, just to see how they would do it. Her magic's already super weird.
Oh yeah.
You remember Nico's power that she can only use one spell once, so she wants to do like, spell to comb my hair, and then the second time she has to say it like a whole different way, without using any words to make it happen.
And it's funny because writers are actually going out of the way to keep on that trend. I'm pretty sure everybody who's writing Nico has to literally have a list of all the words she's already used in her entire continuity. So
having a Sorcerer Supreme who's supposed to damn near be unlimited, be so limited, could have been an interesting story too, as a miniseries.
Austin, a funny thing happened in Humans about this, right? You have a character there who's called Reader. His power is he's a reality warper who could change reality into what he reads. But he's blind, so he has to carry a set of like dog tags with him that all have Braille on them, right? And he just has to read.
Got to find a book in Braille to use your power. Is crazy.
Yeah, look, when he was like researching Mike Murdock, right, in the Daredevil book, he accidentally. Yeah, that's how Mike Murdock came into being.
Yeah, I didn't know that became real. I didn't knew. I think I started reading the book after Mike showed back up, and they were like, "What?"
Yeah. Reader was like doing some research, and he accidentally, when he was reading on the file of Mike Murdock and his fake history report, like he accidentally ended up bringing Mike Murdock into existence, and then later on, that whole One More Day deal with Mephisto or whatever made Mike Murdock canon. So. But now the point I'm trying to say is with the Reader, right? Maximus found a perfect way to utilize his power. He said, you can just make up words, right? There's nothing. I mean, like at some point, every word you've ever learned in your life had to have been defined by you at some point. I mean, there's nothing saying you can't just make up a new word and give it its own definition. Like, oh wow, I never thought of that way. Yeah. I would love if they bring that logic to Nico. I bet
you that John Hickman did not know about Reader. He said he had the humans come back.
Nah, I'm pretty sure Reader was one of the people they killed off.
See, there you go.
Too powerful. He can only do that power 3 times a day.
He's like, time to bring the humans back. Well, here you go, Reader. The humans return.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah. Well, let's just hope for the best for the Scarlett Witch book audience at the end of the day. Just my previous history with Steve Orlando. I mean, okay. It's just like nothing phenomenal.
Which is not a person that sells. Like every book, at least from what I read, were either interesting or at least good. Like her versus versus Griever, great. Her and Quicksilver when she was running the magic shop, when Loki showed up, it was okay. The issue with her and young Jean Grey, good. But like Scarlett Witch in their person that people have comic book shelves for, man. It's like, oh, she has a book. I guess I'll buy it.
Oh wait, was he the person who wrote the Young Jean Grey book?
No, she was. I don't think so, but I remember he was brought on because he was doing Scarlet Witch at the time.
Ah, okay.
Like the writer, if I remember, the writer asked him like stuff about how Scarlet Witch would act in this moment.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well,
I know her turning like the people on the subway to Legos to talk to Jean Grey was his idea.
Well, let's just hope he knocks this one out of the park, So, alrighty. I guess with that, we should probably move on to the last.
I do want to say this real quick. I don't like this idea that they keep trying to push that you have to have this stupid ass cloak to be Sorceress Supreme. You do not.
It's a trademark.
Okay, no one before Dr. Strange cloak.
Hey, Austin, it's a trademark, man. Now that they don't have the Eye of Agamotto, So
I get it, but it's like the whole point of the cape was to help him fly. Like no one, like Storm doesn't need this.
You need it to sell merchandise, Austin. That's what it's there for.
I forgot. We need the Marvel Legends toys with one extra accessory.
Exactly. But yeah. But all right then. I guess with that, let's move on to the last topic of the night, audience. And we're talking about the Ultimate Universe to introduce the Origin boxes.
Well, they've been introduced, but they're coming to the main universe.
Ooh, okay.
And the boxes you used to give to the characters their powers.
Okay.
So that's the concern I have. Because not everyone in the Ultimate Universe right now have their powers. Like Iron Fist and Danny Rand and stuff like that. A lot of characters got skipped over, just not even considered, based on what we know.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me some of those powers meant for people in this universe to go into the main universe?
Oh, wow.
Because it feels like a bullshit way to do brand new, like all new, all different again. Where it's like, these characters aren't doing bad. Guess what? We got their power from the Ultimate Universe. So now we have a third Luke Cage. And then like, Jessica Jones not feeling that well. Guess what? Here goes another chick who has the power of Jessica Jones, but she can fly full on.
Damn.
So, like, it just feels like a cheap way to try to replace or give like characters heirs to their name for no reason at this moment.
Gotcha. From what I'm reading in this article, it's going to be 2 specific boxes, isn't it?
I saw 3 in the picture.
3 in the picture. You see, him
holding his sister. You see the 3 boxes in the back.
Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Oh, there are 4 actually. Yeah, I was just looking at the main cover, really, because in the main cover here you see Miles, of course, and you see 2 shadowy figures in the back.
In Captain America.
Yep. Dude.
Like, Captain America's powers, like, why do you need an origin box for that?
Wait, doesn't he already have? Does he still have his powers? I'm pretty sure.
Captain America still had his powers, like he was unchanged going into until them waking him up.
Yep. I mean, you can't say that's U.S. agent because we know what happened there. I don't want to talk about it.
His head's clearly blue, and the other one's Wolverine. But the problem is the Cap and Wolverine already existed. We saw them even before this, like the origin boxes existed. We know that they lived. So why would he make powers for them?
I know. A lot of questions left to be answered, audience.
That's what it feels like a bullshit way to replace people with some, or it's gonna be moments like giving that guy you don't like Captain America's powers finally.
Oh,
exactly.
Oh God.
I think, but like he's the only person I can see them doing for Captain America. That with Sam now is that they want to prove he can be Captain America without powers.
Yeah, that will crush me, man. Like,
other than that, like there's nobody alive who needs Wolverine regeneration. And what if the thing gives you claws, like the everything?
Yeah,
Is it Wolverine's base powers or like what Wolverine is?
It definitely leaves a lot to be desired, audience. So
I'm just glad it's not more spider powers because like Tony shouldn't know about Miles and Jessica Drew and all the other stuff.
yeah,
We do not need more spider people.
they'll get or they have a status quo to meet every year, man. No less
But
than 5 new spider people a year.
yeah, but we already got that with the Venomverse versus Spider-Verse stuff. That should be over, I think.
Oh, that's true. Trying to think who in the Ultimate Universe hasn't been established yet.
It depends on because it depends on like it's hard to say because the mutants seem to naturally still get their powers. So Wolverine having a power thing just doesn't make sense regardless. So if Wolverine's won, then he can literally just beat anybody.
No.
And don't forget, Tony also puts the powers for the villains.
Ah, okay. Well, that's
so
sort of
mystery. Would be like, Go ahead.
I was about to say, yeah, that's a sort of mystery that they're banking on will sell this book, audience. So.
I think it depends on like. Let's try like a 2 guesses before we end all of this. Because I'm thinking the first 2 are Cap and Wolverine for real, and it's not just a joke or something on this cover.
Yeah.
The last 2 I will hope would be villain powers. So the question is, what 2 villains aren't being used right now that Marvel could see that we can see Marvel get a revamp or replacement to?
The possibilities are endless at that point. Well, we haven't seen Thanos. A Super Scroll?
A human with 4 powers?
Yeah.
I feel like if Doom made it, he would, but I feel like Doom would kill Tony if he did that.
God. I just had another thought coming at me. Someone from the Captain America family that we haven't seen yet in the Ultimate Universe. Falcon.
Yeah,
we haven't seen Falcon. Oh, I mean, come on, he's powered to talk to birds.
I know, but like his heir, like the heir to that name is still around. So I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you do Captain America.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I think one is going to be a Fantastic Four villain. I agree. I just don't think it'll be Super Skrull.
Okay.
I don't know who it would be. It'll probably you know what it'd be? I got it. Make it Super Skrull in a sense, but have it be instead of the Fat 4 powers, it's the powers of those 4 monkeys from the Supremes.
Oh wow! That actually will be fun to see.
That could be fun for the kids to fight at their villain type thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, if there's another villain, it's probably going to be someone popular or a Spider-Man villain. With Green Goblin being good, I can see them making another evil Green Goblin.
Right.
But I guess that's kind of how we're going to push this good Norman storyline. Because I'm enjoying it. I know a lot of people don't like
it. Well, we'll be talking about that with Heavy tomorrow with that comic. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I really wonder what made Miles even bring them back. Why just kill these for the universe?
Oh man!
I'm not going to convince me that Tony, in his infinite wisdom, decided to just give up powers to this guy he met for 5 minutes, and then let him take him to a whole different universe.
Oh wow! Well, we're going to see that story unfold when it comes out. See, it's being written by Dennis Camp and Cody Ziegler.
Yeah, so that means you want to read it. I'll let you know what happened.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens.
To be fair, I don't think this crossover book has been that good either. Anyway, so I might just come back when this happens just to talk about that. That's it.
Gotcha.
Watching them jump magic without trying to just beat the shit out of her, or the big threat that she would have to be was asinine to me.
They just had to hype up Miles.
Because after watching the Avengers get destroyed by Hulk and them, it really just feels like if they controlled any other opponent, they would have won.
They just had to make Miles look good, didn't they? They just had to do it. But yeah. Any final thoughts on this before we end the night, Austin?
Do we ever have a Super Scroll but with like all mutant powers?
Yes, during
I know
Secret
we had some with like 2, but I don't think we ever had like the real 4.
I remember seeing one in Secret Invasion that had Wolverine's claws and Cyclops' eyes, but that's all I can remember.
Imagine Super Scroll with like the all 5 original like members' powers.
Ooh, that would be cool. You know? Yeah. But
I can't believe we had the whole night just by ourselves.
I know, right? This was unexpected audience. Thought we were gonna at least have 3. But you know what, audience? Tomorrow we'll at least have 3 with our special guest Tevia, so look forward to that. Well, audience, got any final words before we leave tonight, Austin?
Support your local comic book shop and a book you enjoy because you never know when people stop reading it and then your shit get canceled.
Yep. And also remember this, audience: you're not a true fan of your favorite character unless you spend over $100 on them on a given week. So yeah, let's leave on that note. So all right,
variants you got at least by 5. Okay, the minimum 5 of your favorite thing.
There you go. Well, audience, it's been fun, but we'll see y'all next time. See ya.